And did betting on the NBA give you a higher high than betting on other sports?
I think it gave me a higher high because I was able to predict the outcome of the games. And I think when you talk about gambling and the euphoria that comes with it, making winning picks is what excites you.
You're insisting that your betting did not influence the way you called a game. Why should we believe you?
Because the FBI did a thorough investigation, and even the NBA concluded that I did not fix games in the NBA.
You told the FBI, this is a quote, "You don't realize how easy this was for me knowing what I know."
Mm-hmm.
What exactly did you know?
I knew that there were certain relationships that existed between referees and players, referees and coaches, and referees and owners that influence the point spreads in games. They came down and picked me up.
They picked you up?
Mm-hmm.
And what happened then?
They basically told me that I needed to give them the picks, and if I didn't, that it's a possibility that somebody would go down and visit my wife and kids in Florida.
Wow. And you believed them?
Yes.
Were you scared?
Sure.
How did you start getting involved with the mob?
I had been betting on NBA games with a close friend of mine, and he was passing along the information to somebody that was associated in the mob. And when I was at a hotel in Philadelphia, they came down and picked me up.
They picked you up?
Mm-hmm.
And what happened then?
They basically told me that I didn't want to be exposed for what I was doing. They were well aware of what I was doing and who I was giving the picks to, because the information was being passed along to them, and that I needed to give them the picks, and if I didn't, that it's a possibility that somebody would go down and visit my wife and kids in Florida.
Were you scared?
Sure.
You were being blackmailed?
Yes.
Do you have any idea how much the mob made because of you?
The information that was passed along to me from FBI agents was that they made millions of dollars.
Millions of dollars?
Yes.
And how much were you making?
I was making $2,000 per correct pick.
$2,000 per correct pick. That seems like peanuts if they were making millions.
It was.
How did you let this happen? Why didn't you ask for more money?
It wasn't about the money at that point.
It wasn't about the money.
It was just about getting through the season and hoping that it ended.
And you were worried about your wife and your kids?
Yes.
What kind of threats did you receive?
Death threats.
What did they say?
That I was going to be killed.
Did you believe them?
I wasn't sure.
Do you believe them now?
I'd like to think not.
Weren't you afraid of retribution from the mob?
Certainly I knew that that was a situation that could exist, but I was informed by the FBI agents that they certainly had an eye on what they called these wise guys, and that if anything would come up, they would inform me immediately.
So you've got no worries about that? You've got no worries about getting knocked off by the mob because you spilled the beans on them?
Well, certainly it's in the back of my mind, but I'm not going to live my life in fear.
Do you believe your family is safe now?
I'd like to think so, and that's from the relationships that I've built with the FBI agents that have informed me that they have an idea of what is going on at all times.
Do you believe that you will be protected?
Yes, I do.
Are you still watching basketball?
I haven't watched a game in 2 years.
Think you ever will again?
I'm not sure.
You were involved in it for how many years?
My whole entire life.
And now you're immune from it. You're not watching any games at all.
Mm-mm.
Why not?
I don't know. Probably because I miss it.
What do you miss more, the basketball or the betting?
The basketball.
Do you think you and basketball have left each other forever?
I don't know. I guess time will tell.
What do you think would happen if you turned on your TV and watched a basketball game?
I would wish that I was out on the floor refereeing it.
And that's something that you'll never do again?
No.